Michael Schumacher, the most dominant driver of his era, a 7-time world champion and a man who redefined the boundaries of success in Formula One. His talent was undeniable, his work ethic unmatched, and his impact upon the sport immeasurable. Yet his legacy remains complicated. Schumacher was a driver who would do anything to win, a characteristic that was both his greatest strength and also his most controversial trait. From his humble beginnings to his rise through the ranks of junior racing, his triumphs with Benetton and Ferrari, and the moments that divided fans and critics alike, created the legend that is Michael Schumacher. Unlike many of his rivals, Schumacher did not come from a wealthy background. Born in 1969 in Hurt, West Germany, he was the son of a bricklayer and a kart track owner. His father Rolf ran a kart circuit, and young Michael's first experience of racing was driving a kart built from scrap parts. But his raw talent was evident from the start. He quickly rose through the ranks of German and European karting, catching the attention of those who could propel him further. By the late 1980s, Schumacher had moved into single-seaters, where he found himself battling future F1 stars like Mika Hakkinen and Heinz-Harald Frentzen in German F3. In 1990 he won the championship, cementing his reputation as one of the most promising young drivers in the world. But even at this stage, his win-at-all-costs mentality was evident. At the Macau Grand Prix of 1990, in a showdown against Hakkinen, Schumacher forced his rival into the barriers in a controversial move that secured him victory. It was a sign of things to come. Whilst most young drivers pursued Formula 3000, Schumacher took an unconventional route, joining the Mercedes junior team in sports car racing. Competing in the World Sports Car Championship gave him invaluable experience in endurance racing and high-speed car control. It was here that he refined his ability to manage tyres, fuel and racecraft, skills that would serve him well in Formula One. Then came 1991, the year that changed everything. Schumacher was given a one-off opportunity with Jordan at the Belgian Grand Prix. In a car he had never driven before, on a circuit he barely knew, Schumacher qualified a stunning 7th. It was an instant statement, one that caught the eye of Benetton team boss Flavio Briatore, who immediately secured his services. Schumacher's rise with Benetton was meteoric. From his first victory at Spa in 1992, Schumacher was seen as the next big thing. By 1994, he was ready to challenge for his first world championship. But the season was mired in controversy. With Ayrton Senna's tragic death at Imola, Schumacher became the leading force in the title battle. His relentless approach saw him win 6 of the first 7 races, but accusations of Benetton bending the rules, ranging from illegal traction control to a removed fuel filter, cast a shadow over his dominance. Then came Adelaide in 1994. Schumacher was leading the championship, but after a mistake which saw him hit the wall, he rejoined the track just as Damon Hill approached. In an incident that remains one of the most controversial in F1 history, Schumacher turned aggressively, colliding with Hill and taking both cars out of the race. With that, Schumacher was crowned champion, but the manner in which he won left a bitter taste. Schumacher defended his title in 1995, this time leaving no doubts about his superiority. But in 1996, he made what many considered an impossible move, joining Ferrari, a team that had not won a championship since 1979. He was taking on the ultimate challenge, and the road ahead would be long and difficult. What followed was one of the greatest rebuilds in F1 history. Ferrari was transformed under Schumacher's leadership, and by 2000 he had ended their 21-year championship drought. Once he had the monkey off his back, there was no stopping him. From 2000 to 2004, Schumacher and Ferrari dominated the sport, winning 5 consecutive titles and rewriting the record books. His ability to extract the maximum from the car, coupled with Ferrari's strategic brilliance, made him untouchable. But Schumacher's dominance came with conditions. Chief among them was his absolute number one status within the team. Unlike Prost, Senna, or even Alonso, Schumacher never had a truly competitive teammate. His teammates were always required to be subservient to his needs, with Ruben Barrichello famously ordered to surrender victory to Schumacher at Austria in 2002. These tactics, while effective, further divided opinions on his legacy. And at Jerez in 1997, Schumacher was leading the championship battle against Jacques Villeneuve. In the final race, with Villeneuve attempting an overtake, Schumacher turned in aggressively. This time, however, it backfired. He was forced to retire and Villeneuve went on to win the title. The FIA later disqualified Schumacher from the championship standings, further damaging his reputation. Even towards the end of his career, his win-at-all-cost mentality remained. In Monaco 2006, while fighting for pole position, Schumacher controversially parked his car at Rascasse, preventing other drivers from setting faster laps. The stewards saw through the move and sent him to the back of the grid. It was yet another chapter in his history of bending the rules. Michael Schumacher was a phenomenon, a driver of unparalleled skill, dedication and ambition. He changed the way drivers approach fitness, preparation and team building. Yet his legacy is forever intertwined with controversy. He was ruthless, sometimes beyond the limits of fair play, but the same mentality made him one of the greatest of all time. Love him or loathe him, one thing is certain: Formula One will never see another Michael Schumacher.